Hello everyone, glad to have you with me, CK2Much here, back at it again with Queen Daenerys, Stormborn of Astapor. So in the last episode, guys, we managed to get Meereen under our grasp. Unfortunately, it has not been totally restored. Well, I shouldn't say restored, it hasn't been totally changed to fit our needs. As I've mentioned in a few different episodes, I do not like the mixed governments. I think it creates a lot of problems, and it's a nice kind of excuse to change things up. I have a peace treaty right now with Grasdan Zogalare, but once this is done, once this peace treaty is done, I'm going to get rid of him and these two vassals here and put them into feudal. Same with Yunkai. I did not notice this, actually. Okay, so it looks like this Milk guy made this a problem for me. Well, we'll see, you know, maybe I can use cheat codes to change this later on. We'll see, because I didn't do that, and I don't, I think that this Milk guy did it himself, so maybe later I'll use some cheat codes to change this, because I would not have let him do that. So we'll figure that out later. But okay, in this episode, guys, I am planning on bringing new Ghis into the Empire and finally actually forming the Empire of Ghiscar. But before we did that, I wanted to take a quick little look at what's going on in the Iron Throne. So Joffrey is still in charge. He's Joffrey the Monster. He's married to Queen Marjorie, who is still not pregnant. And Tommen is set to be the heir. He is not married as of yet. And currently, Lady Shireen is attacking Joffrey and the tyranny. So he wants to displace him and I guess put Tommen on the throne. It looks like the Reach and the Westerlands have joined in with Joffrey. So Tyrion is in charge of the Westerlands, and he's married to Nymeria, which is very interesting. And then it looks like Dorne is staying out of it, but the Reach has Mace has his son-in-law's back. Then in the Iron Islands, Euron has taken over from Balon, and yeah, he died under suspicious circumstances. And it looks like the North has become independent. They were under, I believe, under the Ironborn not too long ago, weren't they? Maybe I'm crazy, but yeah, I think that they were under the Ironborn, although I might be mistaken on that. But it looks like something has happened. He's not at war, so there's no mega war system going on. And it looks like the Trident doesn't exist. Or, okay, it's also held by Bran. And then, yeah, Robert Arryn is still in charge in the Vale, not doing anything. So we'll check back on them later. But alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get my guys ready. Oh, I guess also one of my dragons has unfortunately left me. I couldn't get him back in the dragon pit after I had given him to my husband Arain to tame this dragon, but he failed to do so, and now the dragon has made a lair somewhere in Astapor. So hopefully we can get him back. I'm not sure if that will happen, but we'll see. But okay, so let's go ahead and get our guys ready to march. We'll also have an adventurer coming on soon, Grasdan Mo Ulahor. But I have some time. Don't think I'll have to worry about him too much, to be honest. Alright, so let's go ahead and do Dragon Conquest of New Ghis. And let's go ahead and bring up the rest of our guys, and maybe even the rest of our fleets. I don't know how many of these we can actually put directly on a boat. Not too many. You know what? Let's get you moving towards the sea, and you as well. And you as well. And I'll try to get these boats out here. You should just join up with them. And then, yeah, once all these boats are out here, let's just have you set going on there. And then we'll send you over to New Ghis itself. Alright, so we got our dragon in tow. in battle. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the Baked Shore. Let's see if we can deploy our dragon in a siege. Dracarys. Alright. Might have to go for another round. And the king of New Ghis is actually in prison. He's been imprisoned by the Carthene, I believe. Yeah. By Zaro Telcontis. Oh, snap. So Lady Shireen was murdered by John Penrose. Very interesting. Oh, what? Oh, okay, so it looks like Arain tried to tame him again, but Rhaegal managed to escape again. So, what have you done? Oh, let's see. Okay, the dragon has built a lair. Send someone to confine it in the dragon pit. Let's see. But he's too powerful. Okay, so Jorah of Astapor has failed to bring it back. Okay, well, that's a bummer. Maybe Arain can try again. Let's do another dragon in siege. Oh no. Okay, so Drogon has been wounded, but not maimed. So I think it'll be all right. Okay. If he's just been wounded, he can recover, and he can still fight in battle. If he had been maimed, that would have been another story, but I'm going to say positive. Also, I think if your dragon is wounded, they have a very, very low chance of dying, whereas maimed, not so much. Oh, okay, so I've inherited the castle of Blood Pyramid. I might go ahead and give that to someone in my service. Maybe Ago. Is he married? Yeah, he's married to Eerie. Yeah, or I could give it to this guy, Azakazin. That would make him like me. You know what? Maybe I will do that. So go ahead, take the castle of Blood Pyramid. And yeah, and he hates me. Well, that's fine. Maybe I can give you some money. You like me a little bit more. You know what? Yeah. Take some gold too. And look at that. We have one neutral feeling vassal, I guess you could say. Okay, so I think our troops are full up. Our troops are full up. So then the rest of you, how about you just gather here at Malk, and I will send this army over to New Ghis. Okay. So we have taken the Baked Shore, and we will just move on to what's it called? Athruskei? Athruskei, okay. And let's see, will this army be big enough to siege them? Ooh, there's a huge army here, so let's go ahead and make... okay, nice. So Drogon has returned to full fighting strength. That is great news. Okay. Well, then perhaps I could go ahead and use him in this next siege here. And I'll go ahead and land Belwas and Hasnak on Gain. And let's go ahead and get Drogon. Yes. Let's see if we can, if this defense will be able to hold back fire. Dracarys. And once again, wounded. Okay, so maybe we pushed it too hard. We returned him to the field too soon. But at least he was wounded and not maimed. So that's good. Okay. So Belwas, let me give you a flanking commander. Jogo. Let's do Jogo. And once you've returned to full morale, we'll send you over to New Ghis. Okay, Rogero is trying to raid to my territory. Well, I'm not going to give him anything. Alright, let's go ahead and go to New Ghis. They have enough morale that by the time they get there, they'll be good to go. And you know, I'm just going to assault this. Okay. And we got 3,000 men here, trying to start a siege of Astapor. Let's send a Recaro down south to get rid of them. Oh, we got 4,000 now, okay. Could be up to 3,000 men on here, but no, looks like it was not enough. Okay, so it looks like we will be victorious at this battle. Nice. Okay, and then the siege of New Ghis shall begin. I don't think I'm going to use a dragon on this one because the fort level's quite high, and I think that has something to do with, you know, how damaged they can get. So we'll just continue sieging this territory. Okay, and I'll just send this army to follow them. Looks like they might try to relieve some of these territories, but we can't let that happen. Yeah, okay, nice. Alright, so let's just go on down to Cimbrine, I guess. Now, I believe that New Ghis is already feudal, so I won't really need to make many changes here, so that's good. I won't really piss anyone off. What is this? Government noble oligarchy? What? Very interesting. I have not seen that. So the mod made its own government. I didn't know that was a thing. Cool. I always thought okay, obviously, I have a lot of good things to say about CK2, but I always thought that the government system was a little inflexible in this game. But okay. Still no baby, huh? Arain, you have been with me for a while. We're both lustful, I think. Is he lustful too? Yeah, we're both lustful. Oh, but he has been wounded. Okay. And we're on campaign together. He never came to visit me in my tent. Make a nice Valerian heir. A few of you in the comments were saying that I should not get rid of my high Valerian culture because, what's his name? Aegon. What's his name? Aegon didn't when he came to Westeros. So maybe I won't actually do it. Oh, King Joffrey and Euron will be fighting. Okay, cool. So maybe I won't do that, but I think I will convert the religions to the Ghiscari religion. I don't really see any harm in doing that, and it will make people a lot less pissed off in Ghiscar. But okay, yeah, we're on track. It's not going to be a mega blitz campaign or anything like that. Oh, excuse me. Looks like we actually might have to worry about them. Okay. So, yeah, I'll just send them back to Astapor, and when they're ready to fight, I'll fly my dragon up there for the battle. But okay, here we go. Cimbrine is about to fall, and after that we can probably do some assaults. Oh, we probably could have assaulted from the beginning, but let's save the men. What? What is... Okay, so this one has more men than the other one. How the hell did that happen? Lancel has usurped the kingdom of the Stormlands from King Joffrey. Okay, that's interesting. Is Joffrey trying to rip off my series idea from last time? So he put Lancel in charge of the Stormlands? If you guys haven't watched it, I have a series on my channel where I played as Tywin and put Lannisters in charge of every part of the Seven Kingdoms. And we got a Lannister in the Westlands, obviously, Lannister on the Iron Throne, but you're telling me now we have a Lannister in the Stormlands? Okay, interesting. By the way, speaking of that, I haven't made an announcement. I am going to release that time-lapse series soon. I'm just having some trouble because the game keeps crashing. But I've gotten about 15 years in the future. I'm going to try to go at least 50 years, and then I'll release, what's happened. So... keep your eyes peeled for that. But anyway, Ishtup wants to replace... Okay, I don't know what this is, but this guy wants to get into my government for some reason. That's interesting. He is a formidable fighter, so he could actually... He's in my realm? Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Well, he's got quite good dueling skill. Okay, we're going to assault this holding. And this one. Okay. And, oh, and one more. Okay. Very nice, very nice. So, we could go to Sumbiar, but think we'll just stay on the coast for now. Oh, snap. Okay, let's stay here. These are plains. I will send Daenerys to the Baked Shore. So that way we can use our dragon in combat here. Should be easy peasy. But okay. So let's see what happens. And we're making some good progress on the siege of New Ghis. I guess we could attempt an assault, but 5,000 men is quite a lot. Okay. Alright, look at that. We got Karzaz as a prisoner. Can we ransom him for 25 gold? Sure. Ooh, I could have sworn I heard the enemy commander Margaz barking orders. I searched the plains, but he's nowhere to be found. He is hiding behind his troops. So I'm a trained fighter. He's not. He's a misguided warrior. I have 10 times the dueling skill. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give it a shot. I will duel the commander myself. Okay, I turn to face Courtier Margaz, and he breaks his charge and flees. You pursue, but lose track of him in the chaos. That's right, coward. Go back to New Ghis. Alright, so he has made a little bit of a fool of himself. And Daenerys got some bragging rights. What? Oh my god. Alright, so Aurane has died. And now I have to figure out what to do about the funeral. Well, let's just have a small one. We really weren't married for that long. Well, that's a shame. Alright, so I lost a dragon for no reason. Okay. So I can't move him to court. I think I might use cheat codes to move him back to my court, but maybe you guys can tell me in the comments what you think about that. Would Rhaegal be so scared of my husband that he would leave me forever, or would he come back? But okay, so this means that I need to get married again. And great, I am widowed again. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, well, the show must go on, I guess. So hopefully we'll get over Aurane and we'll find a new husband in the future. But okay, we'll let the conquest continue then. Let's see. Okay, so my vassals are getting a little bit upset with the war and the taxes, but I can use my diplomacy skill to get rid of them. Okay, so we'll send this guy to, send Daenerys to Sumbiar. That's a shame about Aurane. Oh, here we go. So time passes, yet the world seems unreal. It is a life without Aurane, but a mummer's farce. Yeah, I'm sure this must be hard for her. You know, she found an attractive, smart, ambitious, very capable guy of Targaryen descent, a perfect match almost, who would be willing to marry her. And, you know, Drogo was such a tough act to follow, but she lost another. Kind of to the same thing. He died of an infection, and he also kind of died of an infection. So what should I do? Should I lose myself in books, songs, and wisdom? Should I move on with my life? Or should I seek solace in another? I think Daenerys would seek solace in another. Who is this guy? Resmol. Alright. So I will fall in love with Resmol. Whoever that is. Maybe he was just the closest body. So now I have a lover. Am I still widowed? I am still widowed, but I have a lover. I thought I would have lost the widowed trait. Okay, well, I cannot believe it. My Aurane, you are gone from this world. Well, I don't want to see anyone leave me alone. Not another tear. Well, you know, I think Daenerys is a reflective person. So I will go visit his grave. I feel like Daenerys, you know, she's pretty good at confronting her problems. And sorry guys, my cat had a rough visit at the vet today, so he is kind of screamy. It's kind of funny, whenever I take him to the vet, you know, he's very upset, but then he like stands in front of the door and meows because he wants to leave. So, sorry about that. Hopefully you won't be able to hear him too much. But we're almost done here. So, thanks to the gods' great mercy, there were no other visitors at Oraine's grave. I spent several hours. When I returned to my chambers, as if by a sign sent from Oraine, I found his lucky charm on the floor. Okay, so we have a little memento. Actually, hold on one second, guys. I'm going to see if I can console my cat. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I cracked the door open for him a little bit and let him peek out. He saw nothing was there, but hopefully now you won't be able to hear him too much. Okay, so anyway, so we have found Oraine's lucky charm, and this has given us a little bit of health, so that's quite nice. And we need a new Master of Whispers. We could pick Lanissa, but I'm begging her husband. She doesn't seem to know. That's good. And she's not a very good plotter, actually. Let's get this guy, Barkaz. Interesting. We have a genius at court. I did not notice that. Maybe we can get him married to Faezara as well. So, look at that. Okay. Maybe I could raise him to nobility and get him to like me even more, but I don't know if I'll go that far yet. I'll give him some other honorary titles. Maybe if he does his job well, I'll give him some land. But okay, we're just about to finish the siege of New Ghis. And we're also just about to start the siege of Sumbiar. And Khalat has also started. Okay, once this siege is done, I'm going to send my guys over to Gain. Okay. Alright, so Sumbiar is off the table for now. Then I'll just send these guys over to Khalat, or Khalat, however you want to call it. Khalat. But I'm really hoping that once we get in here, the war will be over. Maybe I should assault. No. Okay. Man, that's a shame about Oraine. Whatever happened to Aegon? Is he still floating around out there? Let's see. He has married Maloney, whoever that is. Not even a highborn. Okay, well that's interesting. So we'll see what becomes of him. Can I... Alright, can I kidnap him? No. Interesting. Well, maybe I'll be able to get him to come over here some other time. So I'm still widowed, but I have a lover. I thought that if I took a lover, I wouldn't be widowed anymore. Can I... Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe he can give me a bastard. And if I had a bastard... I think that female bastards work different... Not female, but bastards from unmarried female rulers work differently than from male rulers. But we'll see. I think if I legitimized my bastard, that he... If I have a bastard with this guy, and I legitimize him, he would be his kid, not mine. Okay, look at that. So Grazdan of Vadahan is doing a good job. Get rid of some of my tyranny stink. Still not really sure why people think I'm a tyrant. Okay. So we're going to have a little bit of a battle here at Kimbreen. We have more men and a dragon, so we should be okay. But let's wait and see. Maybe I can also get Ricaro in the mix here? No? Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. We're just waiting on the fall of New Ghis. It's almost done. I think I just want to start my guys. Ooh, the High Septon has excommunicated Joffrey. Okay, it's not looking too good for him. Wait, what? He's a rebel against himself? Here we go. All right, let's clap King Grasden and irons and leave the rest. Okay. Well, look at that. So we have managed to get New Ghis under our control. And do we hold that kingdom? Or no? Yes, we do. Alright, and with that we can create the Empire of Ghiscar. Alright, so your achievement means that the bloodline of House Targaryen is highly respected by all. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so we have done it. I think that means we could probably give this back to him. But I'm not 100% sure yet. Hold on. Yeah, so I hold this. I could just give it back to him. I mean, yeah, I could just give him back New Ghis. No hard feelings. But he is kind of pissed off. Maybe I could give it to someone else. I don't know. I'll think about that. But I'll go ahead and get my troops down. But look at that, I've achieved my ambition, and now I can set a new one to see the realm prosper. We'll set a more modest goal. All bow before Her Excellency Daenerys of the House Targaryen, first of her name, Empress of the Gulf of Grief, Master of Marine, Astapor and Yunkai, ruler of Astapor and heir to the Ghiscari Empire. All bow before the Empress. Alright, well, I think I can go ahead and convert my religion to the Harpy. But you know, I'll save that for next time. So, I'll go ahead and make port at Kalet. I probably have quite a lot of factions right now. No, actually I do not. That is nice. Can I imprison this guy from Marine? Oh, Your Imperial Majesty, we have had word from the Night's Watch that the White Walkers from Beyond the Wall have been defeated. Interesting. So the Night's Watch managed to win the War for the Dawn all on their own. Wow. That's pretty impressive. But Mance Raider is still kicking it. Okay, so the Night's Watch managed to win the War for the Dawn all by themselves. I honestly thought that was going to play a bigger part in our story, but it looks like it will not. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our guys down. We'll embark our army, take them back to Astapor, and then we'll see what happens next. Can I revoke his title? No, I guess because we have a contract, not a contract, a peace treaty. Okay. Well, so that is good. So we managed to finally get the Empire title started. In 4 episodes, that's pretty good, even though we do have dragons. Okay. Alright guys, so we have ticked off one major goal of ours. We have established the Empire of Ghiscar. In the next episode, I'm going to weigh the pros and cons of converting to the local culture and religion. I think that if I did convert to the culture, it would be Ghiscari, like these guys, and not Astapori, but we'll see. The religion I think I definitely will convert to, just to make my rule more tolerable for everyone else. But I still want to expand my territory a little bit more before I go on my liberation spree. I want to bring the kingdom of Lazar and the kingdom of North Valyria into my control. Also, traditionally, Hazdan and the Skahazadan were part of the Ghiscari Empire. So maybe I will also go for those 2 territories from Calpono. But we'll see. So I have those kind of 4 territories on my radar before I start my liberation spree. We'll also have to find out what to do with Daenerys. So I am widowed, but I have a lover. Very unremarkable guy. But, you know, maybe he will be able to give me an heir. If not, hopefully I'll get over this soon. But alright guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next episode.